Hello everybody, welcome to Window Art Mondays. We're going to wait for a few more people to join and then we will get started. Happy Flag Day. Hope you guys are doing well. It's a little bit windy here today, so hope you guys are staying nice and cuddled up inside your houses today. So we're gonna get started in about 4 minutes. So what you're gonna need is a piece of paper, pencil, eraser, your coloring materials, and we will be drawing the American flag today. Alright, sounds good. Just gonna wait for a little bit and we'll get started soon. Also, if you haven't already, I do have a link in my bio on Instagram for a coloring page version of this drawing. If you guys want to use that as well, it's available for you. Depending on what we are doing and what we are drawing, I can post a few of these coloring pages onto Google Docs and have the link available on my bio for you guys, but depending, again, on what I'm doing, it might not be available. But when it is, I will be able to remind you guys to go to that link, and you guys are going to be able to download and print the coloring version. So we're going to wait 2 more minutes and then we will get right to it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the flagpole. So I'm going to go to my left side and I'm going to draw a circle as best as you can. Fix mine a little bit because it looks a little lopsided. And again, like with all of our directed draws, make sure you're trying to draw it out lightly so it's easy to erase and not leave these marks. The reason I'm doing it dark is so that you guys are able to see what I'm doing. Alright, once you have your circle, we're going to do a very small circle right here. And then we're going to do a like a squashed curvy V shape. So the way that I do it is I try to follow this outside circle, go back up so you can see it's like the V is curved that way, and then I close it with a curve. So this is just going to be the shine. So when we go to color it, these two are going to stay white. Do not color in those. Alright, so next we're going to draw the straight lines right here. You can use a ruler if you have one. If you don't, you can just freehand it. But we're going to draw a line straight down all the way to the edge of your paper. Okay, once you're done with that, you're going to do another straight line down. And try not to go in, try to keep the same distance all the way down. Alright, so we're going to draw our flag, but it's going to be a little curvy because it's waving in the wind. So I'm going to put my pencil right here where the circle and the line on the inside kind of meet. So this corner. And what I'm going to do is you can go down and up, or you can go up and down. So whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to go up and then down. So it's a curve up and then down and back up. So it's like almost a sideways S shape, but it's a curve over and then a curve under. Once you're done drawing the top one, you're going to draw the bottom of the flag, and you're going to do the same shape at the same place so they are equal. So I'm going to start about here, leaving some space on the bottom, and I'm going to do the same exact curve. So I'm going to go up, and as I'm doing this, I'm looking up at this too to make sure that I'm doing the same thing. And then it goes down and then back up. And then once you're done with that, you're going to close this with a straight line as best as you can. So when I'm doing this, I like to keep my wrist straight. I put my pencil down on the paper and I use my whole arm. I pull my arm back, but I'm not moving my hand, because if you move your hand, it's going to become squiggly. So use your whole arm for that. Alright, so to make this a little bit easier, I'm going to find the halfway point between this curve and this curve, the halfway point of the flag. So it's going to be about here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another curvy line following the same curve, but I'm going to do it all the way across. So we're just doing another line. So I'm going to go up down, and back up. Once you're done with that, you're going to find kind of the middle of the top line. So I think it's about here. And we're going to draw a straight line down from this to the line that we just made. So I'm going to go straight down again, not moving my wrist. I'm moving my whole arm all the way down to the second line. All right. So our flag has 13 stripes total. There's 7 red ones and 6 white stripes, and those are each for the first original colonies of the United States. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw more curved lines following these curved lines to go across. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so these are going to have to be kind of thin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, and I'm going to do my first curved line. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the top, and you're following the top curve. Okay, so we're going to go down and up. So there is stripe number 1. And then right below it, we're going to leave the same amount of space and do another line. Go nice and slow. So there's number 2. And one more is 3. And then we're going to do 2 more lines, so we have 6. There's our 4th line. And we're going to do another one following the curve. That one is a little bit too low. So if you make a mistake, you can always erase it and kind of fix that, because you want the stripes to be equal distances apart. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up here. We might be able to do one more right here since this one's a little bit thicker. So I'm going to try and cut this one in half as best as I can. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stripes. I think I might make this one a little bit smaller. So just kind of eyeball it. Whoops. And that way, this can be cut evenly. Just do the best that you can. We're doing our personal best. Oops. Okay. So there is my stripe. Okay, So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stripes on top, which means we need 6 more stripes below that. So once you're done with this one, we're going to do the same thing and do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe 5 lines. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take your time. Go nice and slow. And just follow the curves. I'm going to change the bottom a little bit so it matches the curves. So as you draw, if you don't like the way it looks, you can always tweak it a little bit so that it is to your liking. I think this is my last line. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Okay. Go ahead and fix this one. Oh, thank you. You guys have been doing such great jobs working on this. On all the drawings. I'm very proud of you, all of you. Okay. While you guys are finishing, I'm gonna kind of change some of my lines so they look a little bit more even and equal. And then as you guys are tracing this with your black marker, you can always tweak it a little bit as well. All right. I'm glad you guys love it. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. You guys can keep working on it if you still are. I just got some scratch paper because I'm going to show you some different ways to do the stars in this rectangle. So the first way you can do it is drawing normal stars. So I know it is a little difficult, but the way you draw the stars is you start on one end, you do a line up like this, then you go down about a little bit past where you started, so it's like an upside down V. Then you're going to go cross over to the middle of this line. So you're going to go back up like this. Then you go across and you cross both these lines. And then you connect this corner down to here. Okay. So this is a little bit more advanced. So it's again up, down, over, across, and down. The other star that you can do are just like the snowflake stars. So you can just do the lines that cross the middle. Or if you want, you can do circles, and that's completely fine as well. Because drawing the stars like I did on the black and white coloring page, the way that I did it was you just do a bunch of V's and connect them. So you do an upside down V, and then you do 2 V's on the side, and then you do a W on the bottom. So whichever one of these you want to do, you can totally do it. For the purposes of this one, I'm just going to do circles because it's a lot easier. So I will leave that up to you. Okay, so we're going to do 10 circles across. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And try to space them out evenly as you can. I'm going to move these over a little bit. Or you can make your circles smaller. So I start with 10 across, and then we're going to do 5 on the bottom. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're just going to follow the top and put 1 right below it. So take some time and just do some circles. Move these ones up a little bit. Whoops. Okay, while you guys are finishing up with that, I'm going to go ahead and trace or outline mine in black. And the reason why there are 50 stars, if you didn't know already, is because it's a star for each state. So we have 50 states. I'm going to go ahead and erase my pencil marks. Okay. So when I'm coloring the United States flag, the American flag, I like to mark which ones are red so I don't color the same line underneath it red, but it kind of goes in a pattern. So the very top one is red. So I already made a mark here, but I'm just going to go ahead and color this one in, and then I'll show you what I do with the rest of it. And try to stay within the lines as best as you can when you're coloring. And remember not to rush. Okay. So once I have that one colored in, I'm going to skip the one below it. I'm going to make a mark on the next one. Skip, mark, skip, mark, skip, mark, skip, mark, and mark. So the top and the bottom stripes are always red. And then the ones in between, it's every other. So I'm going to go ahead and color those. think I'm rushing a little bit. I went outside the lines. It's okay. Alright, so there's my red stripes. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab a blue marker. And then this rectangle is blue, but make sure you don't color in the circles because those are going to stay white. Another thing you guys can do, if you'd like, it's optional, is if you have any glitter or sticklers or glitter glue at home, you can put some glue on the dots and then sprinkle glitter on it, and then it will sparkle when the sun hits it. That's only if you would like to. If you don't have glitter, don't worry about it. Try and go a little bit quickly around this one. And the flagpole you can either make silver or gold, up to you. I think I did mine gold on the example one I posted. But you can do either silver or like a light gray or like a yellow. Alright. I'm going to do mine yellow. If you do decide to do yellow, just be careful around the black tracing because it will kind of bleed into the yellow and cause some streaks. Okay. And we have drawn our American flag. Now you can either put Happy Flag Day either at the top or the bottom, wherever you would like. Or you could do your grand old flag. So I'll put both, just so you guys know how to spell both. So I will do Happy Flag Day up here. And then I'll do your grand old flag down here. Okay. So you can choose which one you want to write. And also, this is our 99th drawing together. So since the pandemic had started and the quarantine was starting, I've been posting at least 1 or 2 directed draws a day since then, and I realized that today is the 99th, so tomorrow is going to be our 100th directed draw, which I cannot believe we've done that many. It doesn't even feel like we've done that much, but we have. So I'm probably gonna do a special live stream tomorrow at some point, probably in the afternoon, because I do have other plans in the morning, but I will let you guys know when that's gonna be. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the directed draw, so I'm still thinking of ideas, but once I figure out the time, I will let you guys know, and we'll do our 100th directed draw together. It's crazy. Can't believe it. So, thank you for joining me, as always, on these directed draw live streams. I know that some of you have always been coming on, so thank you so much. And as always, I hope you guys are having fun and staying safe and washing your hands. And as always, I will see you next time.